Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
Welcome to the show, everyone. And as all of you all know, I tell everyone to talk within 3 feet of you, and that's exactly what we're doing here on the air today. Again, I've had lots of you people on many times before. Brother Jackie and Brother Steve have been on there with Wilderness Mountain Ministries. Everybody listen up, because you know, the last time they were on, we got cut off with them. We want to get them back on here and let them be able to get out what they want to talk about. So welcome to the show, guys.
Well, we're glad to be here, Carol. Thank you.
Now, you're both with Wilderness Mountain Ministries. Will you please tell us what your vision is, what it is for Israel? And I want to get out the information, but I want you to tell them exactly what your vision is and what you want to get out.
What our vision is, Carol, is since 2008, Brother Jackie and I have been raising red quality wheat here in Wisconsin. And we have set aside thousands of bushels of wheat that we intend to ship to Israel, to a distribution center that we are about to set up in Israel, so that we can feed the people that are going to be coming from the major metropolitan areas during this time, what we believe is the famine and drought that's going to occur in Israel and this time of Jacob's trouble. And it has been put into our charge to raise the wheat to feed the people for this period of time that is coming up.
Now, you want the people to go up on the website and to see exactly what it is that you have. When are you going to start sending it?
Well, it is as soon as we have the funds put in our hands, Carol, to get the food-grade shipping containers here to Wisconsin, and also to be able to afford the rail and shipping costs to get the wheat into Israel. As soon as that money and those funds are placed in our hands, we are going to act, because we're running out of time.
How much time do they have?
Well, I think that with the things that are going on upon the face of the earth, we have a limited time to act. And what I'm saying in that regard is we've seen just recently happen in Jerusalem, or actually in Bethlehem, the Catholic Church and the UN promoting a Palestinian state during the Christmas holidays. And we can see that the division of Israel coming about very quickly, and an atmosphere of war and tension coming, and it's going to give us a limited window in where shipping commerce, air traffic, all those kinds of things are going to still have some sense of normalcy. Well, and of course, that shortens our window for this opportunity.
And you want to ask the audience for their help. This is a great time to be doing this, because it's winding down to the end of the year right now, and a lot of people do. They like to give at this time. So you should go on their website. It's wildernessmountainministries.org. There's a lot of information on there. Is there anything else that you want to talk about that part of it? Because you've gone into the next question, which is gun control legislation and what it means for peace and unrest in our society. What else should we know before we move on to that?
Well, we have a limited time in which we can move this product that we have so diligently raised for all these years into Israel. We have just a limited time, and the key is that because we have a limited window to get this in here, is we need to act now. We need to partner with those out there that have a love for Israel and a love for God's people to help us get the food stuff in there, because soon there will be so much civil unrest, not only here in this country, but in throughout the world, that things are going to come to a screeching halt as we know it. And therefore, because we have spent all the funds that God has placed in our hands, and the amount of money, Jackie and I have spent tens of thousands, millions of dollars of our own money involved in this project, doing the research, doing the raising of the crowds, and all the things else that are involved with a project of this magnitude, is now we're giving people an opportunity to partner with us to help us finish the goal and finish the vision, Carol.
limited time. It's all about getting it done now. They need your help. Go on the website. It's wildernessmountainministries.org. So when you say this, that there's going to be unrest in our society because of gun control and the legislation on that, what do you really mean?
Well, what I really mean is that I think under this new gun legislation, they'll create an atmosphere of civil unrest by trying to take the guns away from the population. You know, Americans love their guns, and they love the sense of the Second Amendment and self-defense. And I think with the proposition that's coming before Congress, Feinstein and others have been introducing legislation before Congress to pass anti-gun laws. And they're going to create a situation where they are either going to buy back the guns or they're going to confiscate the guns that the people have. According to the UN treaty that Obama signed right after he was reelected. And we just heard on the news that President Putin from Russia and the president from China have just announced that they'll help Obama enforce the UN resolution to disarm America. And of course, that is going to, I believe, going to create a very tenuous environment in our country. Socially, mobility, communications, I think it's really going to have a detrimental effect on our society and our freedoms.
The website is wildernessmountainministries.org. Now, we're going to be going to a break in a little bit, but I wanted to get to this first, and then when we come back, we can talk further about it. There is an increased move of anti-Semitism worldwide. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I hit on it a little bit, as we started the program regarding the UN, the Quartet, the Catholic Church, plotting to establish a Palestinian state to make it more difficult for Jews to immigrate to Israel. They're trying to eliminate the land in which they can build housing units on and the amount of land that's available to do that. I think the other thing that is very, very pertinent to this time is Isaiah 11:11 and 11:12, where he's going to regather his people to return back to their homeland. So God promised that land to Jacob. And, after the Jews were scattered abroad all over the place under Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he is going to return them to their promise. He promised them that land. That is their land. That is the place that he said that he would give them. And, of course, it is our responsibility to help them in that regard, to thwart this effort by the UN, the Catholic Church, to establish a Palestinian state and take that property, that land that belongs to the house of Jacob, and give it to somebody else.
There's limited time here, and the wheat is ready to go. Is it ready in the cans now to go?
Well, we're in the process of setting up all the machinery, Carol, that is necessary to bag the wheat. We have it in huge 10,000 bushel storage containers, and we have all the equipment set up so that we can bag it up and put it to the shipping containers. We're just waiting for the food-grade shipping containers to arrive here to purchase them so that we can be about the business of getting the wheat to Israel.
Well, the website is wildernessmountainministries.org. They're looking for help. They need your help to get this done. So all you have to do is go up on their website and check it out. It's wildernessmountainministries.org. Do you have a phone number that you want them to call?
Yes, I have two phone numbers that they can call. It's area code 843-599-9881 and also area code 715-567-0808. And if they need to write us, Carol, they can write us at P.O. Box 527, Walterboro, South Carolina, 29488, or they can go on to our website.
That's the way. That's what we're going to do. We're going to come back. We want to talk further about this because it is something that has limited time to it. They want to help. You want to help them. That's what they're looking for. Go on the website. It's wildernessmountainministries.org. wildernessmountain.org. And when we come back, we're going to talk further about anti-Semitism in the world today and a lot more. Again, that's wildernessmountainministries.org. Have you ever read the list of side effects for your over-the-counter pain medications? It's crazy. It really makes you wonder if they even work, or worse, if they're safe. Make the switch to Topperson Pain Relief and Healing Cream. Topperson uses a combination of homeopathic biomedicines for real healing pain relief with absolutely no side effects. It's available at Sprouts, Whole Food Markets, Fresh Vitamins, High Health, and Healthy Habits. Find a store near you at Topperson.com. That's TOPRICIN.com. Erickson Realty Group proudly provides property management services for residential houses in the East Valley, giving you personalized, attentive service with their expert knowledge in the industry dealing with all kinds of property and tenant issues. Call Erickson Realty Group at 480-497-1090. All kinds of property and tenant issues. 480-497-1090. Or visit their website at ericksonrealtygroup.com. Reverse mortgages are becoming more popular. Find out why and learn about a reverse mortgage with your own home with an analysis with Robin Faison, reverse mortgage specialist with VIP Mortgage. You can Google her at Robin Faison, Arizona Reverse Mortgages. No payments, FHA backed, you always remain on title. Call 480-699-0447. No income or credit requirements. Call Robin direct at 480-699-0447. Dr. Mamiko Odegaard will help you discover how you can develop healthy, long-term relationships to achieve the financial and personal rewards you deserve. Visit businessandlifesuccess.com for a complimentary 30-minute mentoring session with Dr. Mamiko Odegaard, who will help you discover how you can develop healthy, long-term relationships to achieve the financial and personal rewards you deserve. That's businessandlifesuccess.com. So welcome back, everyone. And we are talking with Brother Jackie and Brother Steve. They're with Wilderness Mountain Ministry, and they're looking for help. They want you to help them. Let's go quickly back into, if you want to talk a little bit about what you're looking for anyone that might not have heard that from the break before. So go ahead.
Carol, we need people to partner with us. We have spent tens of thousands and millions of dollars in this project. And we have exhausted the funds that God placed in our hands. And now it is time for us to come before those that have a love for Israel, the Jewish people, partner with us that we can finish this vision of getting the wheat into Israel that is going to be necessary to sustain the lives of those that are going to need something to eat, something to drink, a place to stay in this tumultuous time that I believe that Israel is about to face, Carol.
Go on that website, wildernessmountainministries.org. All right, let's go into this
One
now.
other key that I wanted to add to that.
Go ahead.
Is, God swore to Abraham that he would bless those that bless thee, and I will curse those that curse thee. And if the people out there want to receive a blessing from God, this is the place to do it. I mean, that's an assured promise from the throne of God.
Go ahead.
And we do have those types of things available where they can just go to our website, hit our donate button, or communicate with us in another mode.
Okay, let me get that out there for them. Again, that's wildernessmountainministries.org. You can hit that donate button there. You can also call them. I want to get the number out. It's 843-599-9881, or you can also call at 715-567-0808.
That's correct.
Now, Roman Catholic Church promotes a Palestine state during Christmas Mass. Let's go on that.
Well, they just, in the homily, during the Christmas service, the Catholic priest, who is the head of that facility there in Jerusalem, or in Israel, has called it a celebration of the birth of Christ, and also called it a birth or a celebration in the birth of the Palestinian state, contrary to the promises that God made to Abraham. He did not promise the land to anyone other than to the house of Jacob. And thereby they're trying to take away from the Jewish people the thing that belongs to them by divine right, by divine authority, and by divine declaration.
So again, they want your help this limited time. Pick up the phone, give them a call. It's 843-599-9881 or 715-567-0808. Go on the website. It's wildernessmountainministries.org, and you can just push the donate button right there. This is the time to do this, guys. There is no more time. You can't wait any longer. Joseph was a prototype of Yeshua. Am I say that correctly? And
yeah,
how does it relate to Wilderness Mountain Ministry then?
Well, Joseph, in raising the wheat and preserving Jacob, he brought about the reconciling of the 12 tribes. And Jacob, in his time of trouble, in this time of trouble that we have, I believe will create a situation where he'll graft in the Gentiles, which are known as the wild olive trees, and there shall come to the aid of his elder brother, which has always been known as the natural branch of the house of Jacob and the natural Jew. So, and the thing is, Joseph never relinquished the right to distribute the wheat, even when he was in Egypt. They had to come to him. He was responsible for delivering it to his brethren, to the house of Jacob, and therefore, in that process, there was a reconciliation that went on between him and his brothers and the entire house of Jacob. And Wilderness Mountain Ministry, we've been forsaken by our own. And we had to leave our land. We gave up our careers. Just like with Joseph, he was deprived of his life. And Wilderness Mountain Ministry is a Joseph ministry. And we've been given the timeline of the good years and the bad years of Daniel's last week, and we broke it down to the first 3.5 years and the last 3.5 years called Jacob's trouble. And so this is a very prophetic and understandably Joseph-like ministry. And God has brought our work of raising the wheat here in the United States, and we have to finish it by transporting it the wheat to Israel and setting up the distribution center in Israel. And this is where we need your help. This is the point. The time is critical. We can see that the quartet, who is the United Nations, China, Russia, and the United States are bringing about an environment of war, of chaos in the Middle East, and they're trying to promote this Palestinian state. We can see the Muslim Brotherhood developing an aura of war and chaos throughout the entire region. And of course, it's going to be a time of trouble like this never been. And this is where we need your help, because we know shipping traffic. We know domestic and commercial and international air travel very soon will be interrupted, if not postponed completely. And of course, we have this limited window in which to act, Carol. And this is our plea to everyone out there that to partner with us to finish this vision for Israel.
The website again is wildernessmountainministries.org. You can also call them. It's area code 843-599-9881, or you can also call at 715-567-0808. They need your help. Monetarily only or anything?
Well, anything, of course, will be accepted, but a lot of times people are attuned to going onto the computer, clicking on the donate button and using PayPal, which we do have available. We have received offerings in many unusual manners, but of course, in today's modern technology, that is the most common method that most people are using, Carol.
So go on the website and press the donate button, and just it's done by PayPal. It's wildernessmountainministries.org. So we have extra time here. I give you some extra time.
All right.
Let me ask you this. Does Israel know that there's going to be a 3.5 year famine and drought?
Unfortunately, Carol, their eyes are still blinded. They still have the scales off and on, and it hasn't been removed as of yet. And they don't have the revelation or the understanding that they're going to face this time. And we, as Christians who have been given some understanding in the Word of God that we're about to face this time, have an obligation to be our brother's keeper, to reach out and extend a hand to. We received mercy because of their fall. And because of that, they shall receive mercy because that we were extended mercy. And I believe that is very, very relevant to the hour. And that brings to me another issue, Carol, that I've spoken to you on previous conversation, is Aliyah. I believe that any Jew that is living in this country, that God is speaking to their hearts, they should return to the land of their promise. And there he will fulfill the promises that he has given the Jew and the tribes of Israel in their promised land. No matter how terrible, no matter how confusing, no matter how chaotic the situation may seem, it is a sure promise of God that he will restore their joy back to them, and he will deal with them in their homeland. Not in America. This is the promised land. Not in South America. Not in any other place. But he's always made that promise and that covenant in Israel. And we know that the funds that are available for Aliyah to younger people, the funding that was allotted through the Knesset, we know that that is coming to a sunset. So we have a very small window for those that God is talking to go back, to get reestablished, to know where your roots are, and go back to the place that God has promised you, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Again, their website is wildernessmountainministries.org. You can push on the donate button, and just through PayPal, you can donate that way. They are asking for help. Time is limited, so they need you to jump on this now. The number to call them, it's area code 843-599-9881, or you can also call at 715-567-0808. Less than a minute. What's your final last words for today?
Well, Carol, time is of the essence. We're running out of time. Everybody in their inner man, in their gut, knows something's going on in the world that they just don't have a handle on it. We know things are happening beyond our control, and God is just bringing about the end of the ages. And so we need to act now while we still have daylight. In other words, we will work while it is day, for the night season is coming when no man will work. And of course, we must get in our place of safety, and that safety we know is the ark of Yeshua, the Almighty God, the one that created heaven and earth.
Their phone number is 843-599-9881 or 715-567-0808. The website is wildernessmountainministries.org. You can push. They need you to jump on it now. There's limited time. Push on the donate button. You can do it through PayPal. Again, that's wildernessmountainministries.org.
Coverage you can count on around the clock. News, Jim Howell on weather, and the KFNX traffic team. Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.